Yeah.
There are 10 mountains in this deck. Instead, we have cards like Ash Zealot.
Yep. Still black for like Knight of Infamy, Aristocrat, Hellhole Flailer.
Yeah, those are the 3 black cards in the deck. So, looks like he has 9 spells in his deck. And they're all burn spells. So we're underway.
John leading on Hallowed Fountain
Foil
into Sun Petal Grove, into Farseek.
His best turn 2 play, and likely one of his only turn 2 plays. He only has Farseeks and 2 Augur Bolas to play on turn 2.
Farseek going to find...
Who knows?
Yeah, it could be anything. Well, Chris didn't even have a 1-drop, so...
That's
very important for John.
I like John's... we're 2 turns in, and John's way ahead.
I think this is one of the more recent lists of this Omnidor deck. I know, like, the original list had, like, Worldfire and Thragtusk, and then that got cut for, like, Gristlebrands, and then Supreme Verdict and Revelations, and now they have Supreme Verdict.
Yeah.
I know the most recent lists have Rakdos Return, but I don't know...
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that card.
Just all of the X spells.
I love X spells.
John Medina getting Steam Vents. Chris with a turn 2 Ash Zealot off the mountain.
So, while I
John
said
played 61 cards, just for the record.
Okay. Noted. I mean, you got to fit in
Nico Bolas
the
somehow,
second. Yeah, the second Fog's got to get.
Fog's actually very powerful in this deck.
Yeah, like one of the best cards actually. As weird as that sounds. So, Chromatic Lantern from Jonathan,
and a tapped Overgrown Tomb.
Yeah.
John playing the safe game. All of his duels. The Hallowed Fountain play tapped on 1. And the Tomb here, just keep his life total as high as possible until he can Revelation into more life or block with
more
the
Revelations, and yeah.
John does have 2 Angel of Serenities. He doesn't have 3 for the full loop, but I don't think you really need the full loop with the door.
Right. So a Knight of Infamy for Christopher makes the Ash Zealot hit for 3.
And a untimely Rakdos Cackler to fill up the curve. John dropping to 15 here.
John has a Supreme Verdict. He's in great shape. No Thragtusks yet.
John dropping another tapped Overgrown Tomb.
So I'm going to guess Fog or a very bad...
Revelation?
If he had a Revelation, I believe he would have played his land untapped. Like, the extra card is worth the extra life, in my opinion.
You got a 1-shot Necro? Maybe.
Yeah.
So this attack for 6 puts John to 9.
Yeah.
Christopher drops another Knight of Infamy.
I believe he...
Dragon Skull Summit. I think he had a Thundermaw, is what it looked like.
Yeah, and a Hellhole Flare.
Yeah. John with a tapped Hallowed Fountain. How many dual lands does this deck play?
So 4 Hallowed Fountain, 4 Temple Garden, 4 Overgrown Tomb, a Steam Vent, so 13.
Oh, he doesn't even have the dignity to have
Blood Crypt.
A second red source to tap this. He cannot naturally activate a door.
That's messed up.
Gosh. If you're gonna play door, you gotta at least have the ability to tap 10 lands to do it.
All right. So I'm curious to see what's in John's hand.
Attack for 9.
Attack.
Or 8. Sorry.
This drops John to 1. Should be 1.
Yeah, I believe that's 1.
Oh, jeez, John's draw is just not much. Not
he
much
did
going on.
Show up with a hand prepared for red.
And he had a turn 2 Farseek, and he just didn't play a single card the rest of the game. He played a turn 2 Farseek, a turn 3 Lantern, and then no more cards.
Oh, okay. Gristlebrand. Getting tagged by Thundermaw Hellkite.
That's one way to do it.
The demon's afraid of the dragon, okay?
Yeah.
It's very flavorful. So, looking at the sideboard, Chris has access to Appetite for Brains and Zealous Conscripts, and maybe Ultimate Price if he wants that, but very unlikely.
Yeah. However, Jonathan basically built his deck to concede game 1s to these type of decks. Didn't think they would be very prevalent, but he comes to play post sideboard.
That's a lot of cards.
He's bringing in upward at least 10 cards. Those 10 cards are 4 Thragtusks, 4 Rock's Faithmenders, for Mondo combo. And 2 Centaur healers.
And we already have 4 Revelations, 4 Supreme Verdicts in main.
Correct.
And
And 2 Fogs.
And 2 Fogs. I would also expect John to board in 2 Detention Spheres.
Right. So you can between 10 and 12 cards coming in. And I actually talked to Jonathan about this deck earlier or whatever.
Yeah.
I play at the same shop that he does locally. And he's going to take out all of his huge cards. His Omniscience, his Door, his 2 Increasing Ambitions, his 2 Temporal Masters.
6.
And I forget what else I think he takes out his 2 Gilded Lotus and his Nicobolus Planeswalker.
Yeah.
He's just going to win on the back of Thragtusk, Angels of Serenity, Gristlebrand.
Leaving in the Gristlebrand?
Yeah. I think you would leave in the Gristlebrand against. It could be a liability against Zealous Conscripts.
Right. We were just talking about this earlier, but
other than that, it is like a 8-mana Baneslayer Angel.
Fair.
Or whatever.
8-mana Baneslayer Angel when the big selling point of Baneslayer was it cost 5.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a turbocharge. You're not gonna pay 7 to draw 7.
No, not until you hit them at least once or twice.
Right.
Okay, so we're on to game 2. That Omnidor is probably no longer accurate. We're probably Bant life gain against mono red aggro.
Yeah.
Or black red
right.
aggro.
It looks a lot better for John Medina when you change his deck name to Bant life gain.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, that's accurate. That's what Medina's deck is.
Yeah, a full 14 cards post-board capable of gaining life.
Yeah.
15 if we left in the Gristlebrand.
Mm-hmm. One interesting thing to note is that Rock's Faithbender plus Catholic Wolf Run is awesome as it sounds.
Yeah, it has a Catholic Wolf Run. That sounds real sweet.
Yeah.
Man, Rock's Faithbender plus multiple Rock's Faithbenders plus Catholic Wolf Run?
Yeah, I mean, one's plenty for me.
Sure. Yeah, those doubles do stack. So the second one's 4.
Yep, 4 per life gained.
Yep. And the third one's 8, which is probably unnecessary.
Yeah.
I believe that it could be necessary at times. Maybe you really, really needed to gain the 40 life off of Thragtusk.
The second one could might be like necessary. It puts the game just like completely out of reach.
The third one's probably a little.
Third one's definitely overkill.
Board into another alternate win condition if Test of Endurance is legal.
God, how good would Test of Endurance be in this format?
Is it 40 or 50?
50.
50. I think that
you'd have to do some work. You have to put in some work. You would need like main deck Faithbenders.
Yeah. But it's pretty. Actually, there was a deck floating around. I want to say last month that was based on Chalice of Life, Chalice of Death.
Okay. Yeah, I want to play that card.
I don't think you do because I don't think 5 damage a turn is enough.
That might be the big problem.
Yeah, like moving into a deck that's like
how is that the problem with Chalice of Life?
Not big enough. Tap 5U, not good enough.
Right. Flipping it, no big deal. What a format.
High quality.
We just get to play I love these kind of formats. They're just like Bizarro Magic.
Yeah.
Where there's just like these. It's still the same game.
Yeah.
But there's like these constraints on a format that just make you do goofy stuff.
Like all of what occurs in the game up until the point that someone wins is actual magic that we're used to playing.
Yeah.
It just happens that now once you cast your back in the day you'd cast Cruel Ultimatum and your win condition was cast another Cruel Ultimatum or whatever.
Yeah. And
now you cast your Sphinx's
Revelation.
Yeah, you just killed them somehow with damage. Now it's you cast your Sphinx's Revelation and then you tap door to nothingness.
Yeah, you cast your Sphinx's Revelation and they're not overwhelmed. You can't you can't kill them with whatever you have lying around.
Yeah,
like when I first played the Flash deck, you could just literally kill them with Augur Boluses.
Yeah, you just can't now.
No, that's just not.
The fact that you have a maximum of 7 cards in hand is actually a huge constraint on Revelation endgames.
Reliquary Tower, very legal.
Yeah. A few months ago I joked about we should just play the standard format like it's Cube or Commander or something. And this is actually what's happening now.
Right.
No, this is good for the game. People get to play what they want, or like the things that people think should be good are good now.
Yeah, exactly. Like Creator Hurt Behemoth or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
very good card.
Like kind of like yeah, like it's a little kitty card. It's a commander card. It's something you do when you start on 40 life.
Yeah.
Well, as it turns out, you kind of do start on 40 life.
John leading on a tapped Temple Garden to Chris's Rakdos Cackler getting unleashed.
All right, so do we have a Farseek
We
from
do.
John?
I seriously think Farseek is the best card of the format. I think that in the decks that Farseek is in, it's like...
That's a card you want to draw on turn 2 every
yeah,
time.
like your Farseek
green
are...
deck's Bitter Blossom.
Yeah, exactly. That is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean... I would say
turn
Thragtusk is probably a little better because that's what they're going towards. That's what they're trying to get to. But
could
like
be
Farseek is, clearly
like,
a top 5 card.
The games like with Farseek, as opposed to it being replaced with a random card, are so much different.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
A second Rakdos Cackler comes down for Chris, and John drops to 18 on the attack.
Yeah, John could literally drop a Faithbender, and the game would be very close to over.
John just has a tapped Overgrown Tomb and drops to 14 instead. He might be probably setting up a Wrath.
If he's baiting a Wrath, I would not like a baiting of Wrath, but Thragtusk
passes after a Sunflower.
Wow.
Really?
And he doesn't have double blue for Revelation.
Cavern comes down on Vampire to cast a Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, and Fog happens. Yeah, Fog. We're fogging.
Yeah.
Welcome to Standard.
Yeah.
This is very good in this deck. All you want to do is live like one more turn.
The Aristocrat actually poses a lot of problems. It can't be Supreme Verdicted.
Right.
It can't be blocked.
Right. A lot of the green-white decks have Silklash Spider for this purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But John obviously doesn't have access to that card. John has a Keswick Wolf Run and a Buy a Box promo Supreme Verdict to clear away the Cacklers.
Mm-hmm. But the Aristocrat is very indestructible. So
just hanging out. Is that another Aristocrat? Or Hell Rider? Oh, 2 Aristocrats. John dropping to 6 on this attack.
Yeah, so...
It looks like Chris has a Thundermaw Hellkite man, too. Mm-hmm. So we could see this over.
So, yeah, because it's fortunate like he's drawing his cards in the right order, Cacklers on 1 and 2, and then not drawing any more Cacklers.
Yes.
Instead, drawing 2 his big cards. Oh, jeez.
I had this one and this one and this one, and I died.
3 Revelations, could not cast him.
I think John should have cashed in one of those Revelations for at least a card earlier.
He couldn't. He didn't have double blue.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, so John Medina falls in a quick 2 games to Chris Boehn's red-black aggro deck. Mm-hmm. Just didn't draw sideboard cards.